very visually compelling, and it's a great performance by the main guy. I'm assuming it's Rayne Raney. I I think it's a super powerful performance, and you can see like the sweat glistening with the lights and everything. It's really really sharp, and I love the way that it's kind of shot with this like floating, you know, this floating camera, and it interweaves with the dancing, and I think that overall it's just a super cohesive final product, and I think that the verse, I really dug it, the whole
This
thing.
was just beautiful. The dancer was just hypnotic to watch. I thought the choreography paired very well with the music, and the camera work was just exquisite. It was executed in such a way that it makes the audience feel like we're not just watching a dance, but because we were able to get so close to the dancer, it was almost like we were experiencing the dance, that we were part of it as well. So I thought that was very
I
well
thought this
done.
was really an interesting piece. The movements are great, but also the cinematography, the color, the lighting. There's just some beautiful, vivid imagery here that really lends itself to the performance. It all just comes together and makes this absolutely visually compelling piece that's worth checking
I
out. Rain.
loved these striking color balances and the sweeping movement of the camera to capture the whirling motion of that feeling of intoxication and of being just swept away by emotion. And the underlying bass line really picked up that excellently. So that once that languid sax swept in, it just allowed for a nice reveling and smooth exploration of the sound. It was just lovely in this offering of oneself and the embodiment of letting go.
Loved this. I thought it was really beautiful. I loved the colors that they were using and the way that they used color as like another really dynamic part aside from the dancing, because you're in this on this stage in this kind of empty space, and you have this like really interesting background at the very opening, and he's in this like lovely visual like red that stands out really stark, and then they kind of just play with the color and play with the lights and the way that things are being framed and the way things are being highlighted, which just added to the dance and added to it. And then when you brought in the trumpet, question mark, saxophone, maybe, but when you brought in that element of the music, it just worked so well. But I liked that they didn't have it from the very beginning, because it added another layer into it as he was kind of building and creating and creating. So I really liked that they kind of held off and then added that in. It really worked for me personally, and I just loved it.
I love contemporary dance. So I fell in love with this instantly. I love the costume. I love the colors. I love the cyc and the red into purple on the back cyc, the lighting there. The way this is shot, the angles of the camera, fascinating. Getting to see every bead of sweat as he is just dancing for life. Really beautiful, beautiful choreography, beautiful direction, really well done. So amazing that we got a chance to see this little piece of choreography, not little at all, quite strong, a lot of strength in the movement, and it's just really beautiful. It's a really, really great film. So congratulations.
What a wonderful piece. I absolutely love this. To see Rain here dance is just a beautiful, miraculous thing, Just the turns and the spins in the beginning there. I'm not a dancer, so it's like, it astounds me that, dancers are able to find their way, know where they are, and be able to maintain themselves doing so many spins and turns. It was absolutely beautiful, and just the skill level is so high, and it's we're doing a kind of a modern styling here. It's different, it's abstract, and the music choice of music was great. It goes with it really well, where it's kind of odd time signatures, kind of starting, stopping, slowing down. It's kind of jazz, but not really, and that's what we get from the dance. It's kind of maybe jazz, but not really. It's modern. I don't really know much about dance and dance terminology, but I could see it was a really nice kind of abstract piece. But abstract and is kind of a broad term. It was very beautiful. The fact that he's offering us something at the end, really brings it around, gives it a lot of meaning. But I love the imagery of rain, in red against the green, and then changing locations, and it was a really good use of space and scenery there. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just all you really got to do is turn a camera on and show him dance, and we're going to enjoy it. But the film was also put together very nicely, edited very nicely, and everything. So I'd like to see verse 2. So keep up the good work there, Rayne and team. You did a great job. I really loved it.